Hello gamers and welcome back to Solo Spelunking. It is the first week of the new year and this will be the first video of the new year. And what better way to start into the new year than trying to stop an evil cult from resurrecting a demon lord or freeing him from the 9 hells. So as the first video of the new year, I will continue my Flan-based urban adventure using Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with the legendary characters modification for solo heroes and the Scarlet Hero solo gaming rules for urban adventures. And as always, not a long recap. You can just watch the previous episodes and I really recommend you do. So I will just read a little entry from the journal of Kane to get us up to speed. The battle was hard, but I prevailed. I needed all my strength and resolve, but I killed all the cultists. However, I was not able to walk away unscathed. I suffered a deep bloody cut to my left arm. Making a makeshift bandage from a piece of cloth I ripped out of the cultist's robe, I managed to stop the bleeding. Quickly, I searched the bodies. Besides 13 gold pieces, I found a note, a letter sent to the half-orc cultist. Uruk, when the task is done, meet me in the cellar of the old abandoned library in the Harbor District, near the Temple of Bane. The preparations for the arrival of our Lord are almost complete. Amalia. All right, so this is where we will start. So, Kane is looking at this letter and at his arm in very bad shape. I know this place. I know the old library. I gotta hurry. All right, so now I have a small problem because I am down to 4 hit points. Here, 4 hit points. I barely managed to survive this combat and I got 2 hit dice of my 4 hit dice left to regenerate. So actually I need to take a short rest now. In the fiction, I can't really afford to take a long rest because just imagine it's the middle of the night and your friend is probably about to get sacrificed and now you have a lead. So you wouldn't just say, all right, I look at it in the morning and take a rest. You, of course, have to keep moving. You have to keep the momentum. And it is almost midnight, 23:30, so 11:30 in the night. So I really need to carry on, to carry this momentum and check out this abandoned library. So I will give myself a small break and rule that I'm able to take an abbreviated short rest, which is only like 15 minutes, but I can treat it as a short rest because it will be hard enough as it is with the resources I got. So I will use my last 2 remaining hit dice. So those are 2d8 that I get to roll. And now please give me, as always, a good roll. And I get 7. All right, so that's like a mediocre roll. So I got 7 plus 4, 11 hit points. And now I'm going to cheat a little bit. After the short rest, I can use my second wind feature, which again regenerates 1d8 plus level plus 1 hit points. But then I can't use it again until I take another short rest and I can't do this. So I gotta go with what I got. Please. 4 plus 1 is 5. Alright, so with 16 hit points. Here, 16 hit points. So I'm at half hit points. And I used all my hit dice. So, suck. Yeah, I used all my hit dice. I gotta make do. So, the old library, the abandoned library in the Harbor District. So this is the Harbor District, and this is the Temple of Bane here. And the old library is somewhere here in this block. So I head over there through the dark streets at night to rescue my friend. And now a little bit of rule stuff. So because I'm at 10 victory points, I immediately move into the action scene. So this is why I also can't take really a long rest. And I figured for this to be an epic finish, I picked scene number 5, which says face number 4, sorry, action scene number 4. It says face the foe's best warrior or the foe himself if this is a climatic battle and they're fit for combat. Face a fight instead of a check. So that's the scene I will be playing. So I head to the old abandoned library and I head down towards the cellar. And from one cellar room I see flickering light emanating. And I sneak down the stairs, and as I get further down, I hear some threatening and foreboding ritual chanting coming out of a main chamber out of this cellar. So I sneak down the stairs, and I see a large hall, which was, when this was a library that was still in use, which was used as a large storage area. So there were shelves with books and stuff, but they're not there anymore. And I have to make a stealth check to see if I can sneak down there unnoticed. It's not that difficult because the cultists, they are focused on their ritual. So I got, let's make it a DC 10. It's a DC 10, and I got +5. So let's see. It's a DC 10. Yeah, I roll a 14. So easily I make it down there unnoticed. And and I can observe. And I see some sort of arcane circle engraved with runes in the floor. And around the circle are a total of 4 cultists, and one of them looks different though. She's got a different outfit, and in the middle of the circle I can spot my old friend and on and off lover Leah. She's bound, and it seems like she's in some sort of trance, or maybe she's drugged, because she doesn't really struggle. She just she is tied down to the floor in the middle of this arcane circle. And and the cultists, they are in the process of obviously performing some sort of weird ritual. And because I snuck up on them, I rule that I will have the initiative because I need all the help I can get. So you already know these guys. These are the standard cultists, and the foe's best warrior, or the foe himself, is this woman here, because fittingly, I take out the base. It is a cult cell leader from, I think, the Pathfinder Pawns Villain Codex. So a cult cell leader. She's got a wicked curved short sword, scimitar kind of weapon, and yeah, she is leading this ritual and the chanting, and yeah, they are all focused on what is going on. So I use this opportunity to yeah, let's add the stairway right here. So this is where I come down the stairs into the hall. So you can write on these with dry and wet erase markers. They're laminated. So I'm at the foot of the stairs, and now it is my turn. And because I am a legendary hero, I got legendary actions. Where my tokens? My tokens, they are just take different tokens. Usually I take the yellow ones, but now I take blue ones. All right, put my tokens here for my legendary actions, and I take my first turn, my first regular action. So let's see if I can make it to this cultist. And 5th edition, if you move diagonally, it only counts as 1, I think, to simplify. Oh, and yeah, what I said last time when I was not sure about attacks of opportunity, so I looked it up. So indeed, you only trigger an attack of opportunity if you move entirely out of an enemy's threat range reach. So as long as you stay within the reach, you can move freely without getting an attack of opportunity. So this is also how the official rules work. All right, so I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can move directly towards this guy up to here. This is where the book is spiral bound, so I can't stand there, but I'm on at this square adjacent, and I will attack with my rapier. And for the fight difficulty, I am fighting an elite slayer, which is the cultist leader, and those other minions, they're just vermin, so they're pretty weak, but this is an elite slayer. And I got their stats in this book right here. So the vermin, they only have like AC 10, they attack with +2, and they got 6 hit points. So basically, if I hit this guy, he is dead. But then it's all of their, all the enemies they can act. All right, so I will attack. So I move towards him, and I attack. I don't need to roll for damage, because if I hit, he's dead. And it is a 13. Yes, that's a hit. +5. So they're all focused on the ritual, and I sneak up on this guy, and from behind, suddenly out of his throat sticks the tip of my rapier as I impale him from behind. And he immediately goes down, and a pile of blood forms. And this is the moment when they all snap out of it, out of their ritual. And yeah, this woman, the cult cell leader, she screams full of rage, "Infidel, unworthy, now you will die." All right, and I will rule that she will go first, and then the minions. So the initiative order will be me. I already acted. So I put this down here. Initiative order will be Kane. That's me. Then the leader and then the cultists. So now it's the leader's turn. And yeah, so I'm standing here. Let's just, to keep it simple, put me up here. This guy is dead. And she moves towards me. You will die. She draws her wicked sword, which she already's got it in hand to perform gestures for the ritual. And she will move towards me, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slashes at me. So she attacks with +6, and she will deal 1d8 plus 2 points of damage. So that is not good for me. So she attacks +6, 1d8 plus 2. Yes, and she misses. She rolls a 6. +6 is 12. I got an AC of 14. Whew. So I got a lucky break. Otherwise, that'll be 9 points of damage. So she misses. And now I'm using my first legendary action, put these tokens up here, to immediately make a riposte strike. Parry riposte with my dagger. With my rapier against her AC of 14 with my +5. So let's see. But I also miss. I roll a 4. But I would have dealt 8 damage. 8 plus 5, I mean 13. But would have, could have. I don't deal any damage. Because I rolled a 5 with my legendary action. But this is good. Because now it's the vermin's turn. And at the end of their turn, I can take legendary actions, and I can as well attack her with them. So that I might just make it. So, all right. So this guy, he moves up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they have me in a flanking position. He attacks, but he only deals 1d4 points of damage with his curved dagger with +2, but I mean my AC is not that high. It's 14, and he misses. He rolls a 3, but he also would have dealt maximum damage. But that's good, because now legendary action number 2. My attack, legendary action attack, and I retaliate not against this guy, or I attack the leader because she can really mess me up. And yes, I rolled a 14, but 1 point of damage +5, but still it's 6 points. So she's got hit points 25 minus 6. She's at 19 hit points. And I have 1 legendary action left, and there's 1 cultist left. So he just goes 1, 2, 3, 4. This is double because she's got to move over her. 5, 6. So he can reach me. It's an elven cultist. And he also attacks. Come on, miss me. Yes, he misses. He rolls a 3, and he would have only dealt 1 point of damage. So my last legendary action, my third and last legendary action, is again an attack against the cultist leader. Yes! And I hit 18. I rolled an 18 and I deal 10 points of damage. 5 plus 5. So she's at 9. And now, that was my last legendary action, and the cultists, they were acting. Now it is my regular turn. And now I attack her. And if I'm lucky, I might even take her out. Whew. So that wasn't really that dramatic now, was it? Damn, those legendary actions are really powerful. And I hit, and I deal 6 plus 5, 11 damage. Yeah, that's it. I was so lucky that she didn't. So she's at -2, so she goes down. So I basically ignore these guys. We're in an epic sword fight, this cultist leader, and we're parrying and thrusting at each other, and then I sidestep, and then I thrust, and then I distract her and pierce her with my rapier. So, and at the start of my turn, my legendary actions, they have refreshed. So she goes down, but now the cultists, they can still score critical hits. And cultist number 1. He misses, he rolls a 2. And the second cultist, oh, he hits, because it's an 18 for 3 points of damage. Oh, I forgot my legendary action. But too late. No, but so 3 points of damage. So I'm at 13. But now my legendary action, I forgot it, use it. And retaliate against this cultist there. And I miss. I roll a 2. That was my legendary action. Now my regular turn. Attack the cultist again. Legendary actions refresh. And 8 I hit. +5. So he's dead. That was the regular action. And now this cultist attacks me. I'm blind of rage. And 14, he hits and deals 4 points of damage. So I'm at 9 hit points. And now I get to retaliate. Legendary action. And I fail. 4 + 5 is 9. He's got 10. So now my regular turn. Legendary actions refresh. 8. Yeah, that's it. So he's dead. Alright, so I'm at 9 hit points. So actually that was not as dramatic as I thought it would be, or that I was afraid of it would be. I've already seen myself die, but I was very lucky that she didn't hit me in the first round. But hey, it's a dice game. I mean, I get lucky every once in a while, and sometimes I get unlucky. So this time I got lucky. So I was full of adrenaline. I didn't feel the pain. I ignored my arm. So now quickly I move over to this circle here and untie Leah. So indeed it is Leah, and she is tied to the floor, and I cut her bonds with my dagger and help her up. She seems drugged, as if she's got some sort of maybe herbal based poison or drug. So she doesn't really recognize me, and she's sweaty and but also cold, so it's cold sweat on her skin. So I have to support her, and we have to leave. Kane, that you? Yeah, Leah, it's me. Let's go. I explain everything later. We gotta go. I don't know if there's still cultists left here. Let's go. Cultists? I don't remember. Yeah, come on. So, and we leave. And yeah, so we make our way up the stairs, and it is, all right, let's say it's midnight, 2400 hours, as we leave. and I'll do the bookkeeping later. Just want to finish the story first. So I, support her and take her with me to the Laughing Goblin Inn, where my story started and where we were supposed to meet at the start of our adventure. So we move across this bridge here and head towards the Laughing Goblin. All right, so and there I will get a very comfy room, let's say for 2 days, for me and for her. So it's make it 2 gold per day, because I want the full shebang with bathtub, hot water, and breakfast and everything. So it's two rooms and 2 gold. So that is per room, that's 4 gold times 2 days, that's 8 gold. So this is what I pay, 8 gold from the money I got from the cultists. So I got 10 gold pieces left, and I help Leah settle in our comfy room. And so this is what we will do. And the next morning, I explain everything to her. Now that I remember, I was kidnapped, but then it was all hazy. They must have drugged me. Yeah, you were the victim of a cult. They were trying, I don't know, maybe to summon some demon or so. I'm afraid that you were supposed to be a human sacrifice, a victim. Whew, thank God you were there. Yeah, I was lucky, but it's over now. But we gotta make sure that this threat is gone for good. So let's come with me to the temple and talk to the priests and show him to the old library, so that they can purge maybe whatever unholy presence there might still be in this abandoned library. And they can also inform the city guards. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Oh yeah, you're right. So we head towards the temple, and I explain what happened and show them to the abandoned library and let them proceed with their holy proceedings. All right, so this will conclude this adventure, because that was the last action scene of the adventure. So I was at 10 victory points. So the last action scene, now it didn't give me a victory point because I am already at 10. And basically, I must admit I'm a little bit disappointed, because this battle almost felt too easy. However, I was not in a good situation with having only half hit points, and it could have been completely the other way. I mean, 1 crit, or if she would have hit me and then one of the guys would have scored a crit or whatever, it would probably be game over, or at least they would have escaped, and I need then to find them again. So I will not complain. However, for an epic climax, it was not as epic as I would have hoped. But hey, so I will end the adventure with 10 to 3 victory points. So the difference is 7. 10 to 3 victory points. A win. And the adventure rules, they provide rules for a margin of victory, because it says here All right. After a winner is determined, I'm the winner, subtract the opponent's victory points from the hero's total. So we subtract 3 from 10. If the score is 5 or more, yes, it is 7, it is a complete victory. And 1 to 4 points is a partial victory, and -1 to -4 points would be a partial loss, and -5 points or less a complete loss. And then it states you can use this final margin of victory to decide on fallout from the event. So in my case, it is a complete victory. So I rule that the temple, the priests, they will basically purge this location from all evil, and they will use the clues that they maybe find there to root out all remaining cultists and completely spoil or completely defeat or rout out this cult of Gamash in Flan, at least for now. All right, so this will end the adventure, and I will rule that at the end of this adventure I will level up to 2. Didn't count experience points now, but I think this is fitting. Yeah, so I will end this adventure for now, but you will see Kane Callus again. So I'm looking forward to the next adventure of Kane Callus, maybe in Flan, maybe someplace else. So I hope you like the system of the urban adventure. So my thoughts on it, they're pretty nice. They provide a nice framework. It feels sort of like a little bit as a railroad, but you could easily modify this, not because of the scenes, but this process that you usually only need a skill check to succeed at a scene. So maybe if I do this again, I will just use this scene as the setup, and then I will play out the scene as a real little encounter. So for example, when I stole the book, I might not only make a skill challenge, but play it like I would actually break in this building, and with oracle rolls maybe, and different skill checks, and act it out more. I think this would provide some more or a better role-playing experience, but it also will of course take much longer than it did now, more sessions. But as I'm not on a clock, I think that's all right. So that's the first video for this year, short video. I hope you liked it, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy, and join me in the next video soon, where we still have to fight the Iron Circle in Harkenwold, and I will of course also continue my tutorial. So stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.